Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home. Thank you so much for stopping by. Merry Christmas. Today I have some fun ideas to share with you for how you can use some of your favorite thrift finds in your Christmas decorating. It doesn't take a whole lot to make your home feel special, to share those tidings of comfort and joy with everyone who comes into your home, but also just to encourage you that you don't have to spend a lot or even have a whole lot of crafting ability to be able to decorate your home using things from the thrift store. So with that, let's dive in and I'll share my ideas with you guys. The first DIY I want to share was inspired by this piece I made for my Christmas home decor this year. I love how this piece turned out. All I did was take this really sweet blue and white picture that I already had. I tucked some tissue paper in the bottom to sort of stabilize these pieces, added some picks and a bottle brush candy cane to the side. And I just glued that snowflake to a pencil and tucked it in the back. And that's all I did, and it turned out so nice. I thought I'd try to make another one. Really simple. I have just a white pitcher. You could also use coffee mugs. Those cute Santa mugs would be really cute with an idea like this. But I've got candy canes, a snowflake ornament, and a little berry pick. I'm looking at using different textures and different shapes and a similar color scheme. Anybody can do this. No crafting skills needed. I just sort of tucked the candy canes around the rim. This is a really good idea to put by a hot cocoa bar too if you want to set up the candy canes in a fun way. So next I took the snowflake and I put the hanging tag face down. That way, if I wanted to hang it on the tree again later, the hanger was still there. And it's literally just balanced on the edge. I don't need to use any glue. And then I just tuck the little berries right in front. And I ended up tucking them a little further down so you could see more of the snowflake. But I loved how this looked. I thought this would be so cute by the cocoa station. And I switched out the ornament and gave it a different look just to give you some ideas of what you could do and different ways that you could play around with this idea. Another super simple thing you can do is just to take one of those bottle brush trees and find some sort of base for it. I put tissue paper in the bottom just to stabilize it and give it a little more height. But this was just a vintage little drum that I found at a thrift store a few years ago. And the bottle brush tree is just from the Dollar Tree. Next, let's talk about ribbon. Ribbon is so versatile. There's so many things you can do with it. I love to display cards. Vintage cards are always my favorite, of course. This is just on some rickrack. I've used vintage ribbon to hang up my grandma's cookie cutters in my kitchen. I also have this really fun plaid ribbon I saved off of a gift from last year, and I hung it up and attached Christmas cards using those little mini clothespins. I've used ribbon to hang up ornaments on frames. I wanted to show you today how to use these thrifted bowls in fun ways with ribbon. So these are fairly easy to find out at thrift stores and antique stores and yard sales, estate sales and whatnot. And they look gorgeous with ornaments inside. And what I do to space out some of the smaller ones is I'll put big ones in there, but you can also accomplish this just turning over a little bowl or putting a toilet paper tube in there too, just to spread out the balls. And if your ribbon is like mine, this is a vintage ribbon. It's kind of, bent and twisted and whatnot from being stored. Just take out your straightener, your hair straightener, or an iron and run it through on low heat. And it's crisp and ready to roll. And this is so self-explanatory. Just in and out and tie a bow at the bottom. And it's so pretty and festive. You could put a candle in the middle of that. One of my favorite ways to use this bowl is to just put some mints and a little berry pick in there. And you can set this out when you have company. And it just looks so festive, like you thought of your guests before they even come over. Another fun use for ribbon is to make your just everyday sort of bins and baskets look all the more festive. And the reason why I love this idea is because all you have to store then is a ribbon. Like the baskets and crates and whatnot that you always have out, can look a little special with some ribbon. I got this ribbon really inexpensive at the thrift store. All I did was tie a bow and give the ends just a little trim to make them look nice. And our firewood is ready to go. So this next idea, again, it takes no crafting skill, and I think it's really beautiful, and there's lots of different ways that you can play around with this idea. All you need is a cake plate or some sort of tray. You can use salt, glitter, sugar, fake snow, whatever you have to add a little sparkle, and pick some sort of ornament to go in the middle. I love this house one because it has that sparkle. I thought it would work really well for this. But I'm literally just sprinkling glitter, and of course I got this glitter from an estate sale. I know some people hate glitter, so if you're a glitter hater, don't use glitter. Use something else. It just adds a little something special, and you have this really fun centerpiece or something to put on your side table. And again, just to give you some variation, I pulled a few ornaments off the tree to show you that you can really just use anything you have. You could pull greenery or just put a pick with some holly on it there. It's just so simple and it's really pretty. So here's another fun idea. I am displaying a vintage postcard. You could use old family photos, Christmas cards. You could use this to place name tags around the table for place settings. It's just a pine cone turned on its side, and I've wedged the postcard in there. And it's just a really fun way to display. So here's a fun idea if you have old music boxes. They often have mirrors and make a really pretty reflective surface. What I've done here is I put a couple picks in and a few ornaments, a couple trees, and in the bottom I tucked in some of those battery powered little flickering candles. My hope was in the evening it would reflect off the mirror and look kind of magical, and I think it totally worked. So there's all kinds of ways you could use this idea to fit your own decor. So let's talk about books. It is so easy to just grab a couple books off your shelf that match the color scheme that you like for Christmas. I grabbed a red book and a green book. These are just part of my regular daily life, but stack them together and all of a sudden you have a cute little piece of Christmas decor. And you could even tuck an ornament on top, tie it up with a ribbon again, or just leave it as is, and you have a little bit of Christmas cheer. So if you have a piano or a way to open and display some of your Christmas books or Christmas music, definitely just go ahead and open and display those beautiful images, and it's quite pretty and it costs nothing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found a nugget or two of inspiration to take with you into the thrift store shopping, or just playing with stuff you already have to maybe add that final touch to your decor, or decorate your guest room as you're preparing to hopefully welcome others into your home. Or maybe you just have some new gift ideas that you want to try. If you're new here, I hope you will hit the red subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I post videos. I do hope to get at least one more video out to you guys before the holidays hit. I'm very excited to have Christmas break with my family, as I'm sure many of you are. Thoughts and prayers to all of you going through difficult times right now. And I do hope that you take care, and I will be back with more soon. Bye!